Alrighty, Owl Hunters. It is a very terrific Thursday. Um, it's pretty mellow on the markets. We're slightly negative, 0.1% negative here on SPY. The thing I'll be watching out for is an afternoon sell off because we did rip pretty hard yesterday on Wednesday. We ended the day really kind of strong at the session highs. So I would expect a little bit more of a pullback, and it seems like we might get that here. A little bit of a double top formation here over the past 30 minutes. I wouldn't be surprised if we just kind of pulled down. I wouldn't expect anything crazy like a waterfall sell off for like, we end down the day like at 1%. I'm not saying that, just, a little bit more of a pullback kind of makes sense, which would be rather interesting because we made a new high yesterday. Obviously, we made a new high this morning. And if we start to not continue to press like as you normally go into all-time high type areas, and we can look at this on when we get to the daily. Typically, you want to see the market continue higher, breaking out new all-time highs for several days. And obviously, today we're not doing it. So unless we kind of get on our horse the past 2 hours and start to make a climb here, it's going to set up some rather interesting scenarios here over the next couple of days, maybe even a couple of weeks. Yeah, I mean, pretty much flat open. It's just kind of a choppy, very just mellow kind of pullback here for the first few hours. Nice little rise here over the past hour and a half. But yeah, past 30 minutes, a little bit of double top formation. Wouldn't be shocked if we did sell down a little bit. Qs, basically flat, slightly negative, a little bit of a gap up there. Nothing crazy. Choppy. Yeah, I mean, that's it. There's not too much kind of going on there. I did be a little bit more bearish today. Let me move that over. We got a little bit of a gap down here, about a 0.4% gap down, a little bit more than that. Quick little pop, quick little drop, kind of just choppy here for a couple hours, a little bit of a sell down, a little bit of a pop here over the past hour, and then past 20 minutes, a little bit of selling off of there a little bit. DIA, slightly positive, kind of a flat open, quick pop. Yeah, okay, not too bad. Quick pop, quick drop. Kind of just flat here over the past 3 hours. Not really doing a whole lot. All right. RSP. Nice gap down here on RSP. Quick pop. Came back down. And that was kind of it. Didn't never really get back to positive. Almost did right here. And just kind of rolled back down. Kind of to the session lows. Past hour. Nice little run. Past 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Nice little drop there. So see how the daily kind of looks. All right. Daily's looking interesting. This one has been throwing some mixed signals the past couple of days. Kind of want to drop. Looking pretty good. Yeah, I mean, if we do get below these two lower wicks on Wednesday, Thursday, I would imagine we probably do sell off here on the RSP. But I guess if you did go into that, if you did take an idea of a bearish trade on Wednesday, kind of like I was talking about on Wednesday, and you did have your stop loss above Tuesday, you're probably just going to move it down. Or I'm sorry, Tuesday we were talking about that. Monday, this high. If you did put your stop loss up maybe above Monday, you're probably just going to move it down right to the top of today. Yesterday was really kind of an iffy day, man. It kind of came back a little bit of an aggressive move there, but it doesn't mean it wouldn't work. It's just I was kind of surprised at how much we did pop here on the RSP yesterday. Other than that, also just wouldn't be surprised if we just kind of took another day and just wound up bouncing up out of here. So I would just say if you did take a opportunity to go bearish, you're probably just reducing any potential losses down to the highs of today. DIA and throwing a nice little upper wick. Okay. I mean, yeah, I mean it's not a horrible sign. I mean we did move pretty good here for a few days. Ever since last Friday. Nice strong bullish day. Okay. Looking okay. Might take a couple more days to kind of figure it out. The IWM doesn't look as good. Definitely doesn't look as good here. I mean, selling down quite a bit today. And we're starting to just get into a one of these like kind of pennant patterns kind of shaping up here over the past couple weeks. So maybe another day or so. Yeah, we'll see how this thing closes. Maybe looks tomorrow. Qs, Yeah, Q's had a very strong day yesterday. So yeah, if it does wind up pulling down some more, I mean, it's not, it doesn't really change the way the Q's looks all that much. SPY. Yeah, I mean, it still looks somewhat decent just because the Q's are so dominant right now. Big tech is so dominant. Obviously, a lot of that's NVDA. It doesn't look horrible. It doesn't look horrible. So there you go. Not looking too bad. Real quick, look at transports. So transports, yeah, got a little bit of an upper wick. Nice little gap up here on transports today. So if these guys, if the transports can start to look a little bit better, then okay, I that wouldn't be a bad thing. But these guys just look so bad here the past couple of months, and that's, I mean, even the RSP looks better than that. So, anyways, it's kind of just keep an eye on transports there. VIX not really doing a whole lot. Dollar Dollar's not really doing a whole lot here either. We did get some data this morning, Thursday morning. We got the initial jobless claims came in at 229K. Forecast was calling for 220. Prior month was 221. So obviously that's a little bit of a step up there. 229. So a little bit more of a step up there. I'm sure some people are probably not liking that, and we'll see if right now those trends are continuing up. Yeah, I mean outside of this actually huge bump that we got back in early May. I mean it has been on the upswing past like month and a half ish. We just had a nice little bump there early May, and then kind of like settled down a little bit, but we've been back on the upswing. So the trend is definitely rising, and that could be a concern for the market going forward. GLD, looking pretty good here. All right. I was wanting to see a little bit more of a deeper pullback, but maybe we don't. I would just continue to be bullish on any dips. I'll continue to preach that one. 10-year yield has stopped from its dropping, and it doesn't, I mean, that candle doesn't look like a reversal candle. Definitely looks like a continuation candle. So we might see yields continue to drop off today. 10 to 2 inversion, just kind of hanging out, not really doing a whole lot. HYG pulling back a little bit, which is kind of interesting. We're not seeing yields dramatically higher. Okay, so HYG pulling back a little bit. LQD pulling back a little bit as well. TLT pulling back a little bit. Nice little gap down, but it has risen throughout the day, but still negative. All right, take a look at sector rotation throughout the day. We got utilities at the lower end, industrials also at the lower end. Tech selling off. I think a lot of that's probably coming from NVIDIA. I think selling off today. Materials selling off there a little bit, not much. Financials are in line with the market. Real estate outperforming. Healthcare as well. Energies doing pretty good. Communications, staples outperforming, and discretionaries at the higher end of the day. Take a look at intraday performance. At the lower end, you got industrials, utilities, and tech all at the lower end of the day. Then you got financials outperforming, materials, communications, discretionaries, healthcare, staples, energies, and real estate at the higher ends of the day. So we knew NVIDIA was rapidly approaching the $3 trillion market cap, and NVIDIA hit $3 trillion yesterday for close. They actually overtook AAPL for the past day, or like yesterday's close. They had a higher market cap than AAPL, Apple. But obviously selling off today has gotten them back below that. So, but NVIDIA's like, they're up there, man. They're one of the big dogs. So everybody wondering what was going to be the next $3 trillion company after Microsoft and AAPL, Microsoft and Apple. Well, NVDA is number 3 because Alphabet and Amazon never quite got there in time.